let's get into some news. And the first one, I want to say it's surprising, but it's not. It's still sucky though. And that is that CineWorld, the parent company of Regal, I think they're a UK-based company, is contemplating filing bankruptcy. I don't think they've officially stated it yet, but they're basically gonna have to file bankruptcy. And I'm wondering how much of this is like the UK branch. I don't want to say not holding up their end of the bargain, but I don't really know what the UK theater market looks like currently compared to the American one. But this year has been pretty decent box office wise, but we have already hit a wall right now. Like, we've gotten nothing until October. So the theaters, if you were in bad shape before, you're gonna be in bad shape for a little bit longer. That's why you've got like Spider-Man No Way Home re-releasing over Labor Day weekend, which tickets on sale now for that, and I will absolutely be buying those tickets. Avatar's coming back. Yippee
Yay.
Skippy. Um, this sucks. Yippee Skippy.
No, I just like Avatar's coming back again to remind everybody that it's still relevant, obviously. But yeah, the filing for bankruptcy or possibility, I I haven't seen anything as far as like if it's the full company or if it's just the UK brand, or because there's a lot of stuff obviously that goes into this. And bankruptcy isn't necessarily quote unquote always a bad thing. Sometimes it's
Mm-hmm.
a way to
Set.
reset your financial status, which is kind of big corporations doing weird things to make sure they stay afloat is always a fun thing to watch. But in this case, like it definitely is one of those like I guess do what you got to do to stay afloat. It is the parent company, so I don't know. I don't know how corporate structure works, and I don't know if the parent company goes down, if Regal goes down as well.
I
So
was
I don't
wondering
know
about
necessarily.
that because
I don't know how that works.
Regal themselves was like posting on every article that I could see posted online. Like Regal themselves was commenting underneath. We are still open, by the way. Come check us out. Big old smiley face. It's the pain meme of like the smiling mask under the hurt of
Yeah.
like Regal. I know you're still open. I don't know for how much longer, which if Regal shutters in the US, that's going to be a huge blow, not just for them and for the theater going experience, but also AMC's stock plummeted
Mm-hmm.
upon this news. So it's like the wise Qui-Gon Jinn. No, not Qui-Gon. Obi-Wan said it. You and the Naboo form a symbiotic circle. Whatever happens to one of you will surely happen to the other. Like, you don't realize if one company goes out of business, it doesn't just improve business for the other one. It ends up hurting them. Again, we always come back to our wrestling analogies. What happened to WWE when WCW folded? And oh my goodness, they're getting better now that they actually have competition. Oh, and also the old fart finally got kicked out of power.
It's crazy how much better the product is
Oh
now.
my god, like overnight I've hopped back in, I'm going, it's so much better!
What in the world?
Johnny
This is
Gargano's
crazy.
back!
Oh yeah, so obviously, like, I know you're about to start watching again,
I
just because
have!
Gargano's back. Yeah, it's. I don't know. Whenever this happens, I'm always worried that the powers that be are like, yeah, guys, see, the theaters are dying. Going to see a movie is a dead thing to do, even though, like, I don't know, the box offices have been higher than. I mean, it's
Top Gun is still freaking going.
I'm worried that we're going to be in this weird space where companies are at the same time saying going to theaters is dead, streaming is the new way to see movies, and then also canceling tons and tons of projects. So it's like it's
Yeah.
that's such a weird like reality to be in. Like and it's something I think you and I have always championed for, at least when it comes to Netflix. But like now, I think it definitely can spill over to things like stuff from HBO Max. Is like, give us physical copies, guys. Like, we will buy them. Trust me. Like, just give us the physical copies. I don't know, particularly if there's 20 seasons worth of Sesame Street on DVD, but if there was, I see no issue of that being a physical thing.
Yeah,
But yeah,
Heather and I were talking about Knives Out 2. Is supposedly might not even be getting a theatrical release and might just go straight to Netflix, to which case I would be pissed because Netflix has an incredibly spotty track record in terms of releasing physical media of
mhm.
yeah, they released like Haunting of Hill House and Stranger Things on DVD and Blu-ray. They never released the 4Ks. But Mike Flanagan, one of my favorite directors out there working today, he still goes, yeah, I championing my stuff to come to physical copy all the time. I would pay all the money in the world to get Hush on Blu-ray.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Or Gerald's Game, like
Hmm.
stuff that they don't put on physical copies. So I'm like, I would love to own Knives Out 2 when it comes, but I don't think it will. Also, I would love to see Knives Out in theaters. That original movie had legs because people kept seeing it, keep rewatching it to notice the little details that happened every single time. Like once I saw it the first time and watch other people do like Easter egg breakdowns and follow this, I would go back and watch it again, like follow the baseball in Knives Out, and then you see like Benoit Blanc throw it, and the dog brings back the broken thing, and then it's a whole thing of
Hmm.
like if Don Johnson didn't throw the baseball out the window, Jamie Lee Curtis never would have found out about his infidelity. So again, Kung Fu Panda, the man always finds his destiny on the path he takes to avoid it. Um, I would love to own Knives Out, and I would like to see it in theaters, and that would genuinely help the theater right now. Because I, I'm gonna go there. I think the biggest finger to point out right now is the movie studios themselves, because
Hmm.
holy crap, you have left this wide open, gaping hole in the box office right now. But 2023, you have something genuinely like every single week. 2023 is the most stacked year for movies I've seen in a long time. I don't know why everything just got shuffled to there, but like we've got that, but we've got to make it to that. It was like in the early
Yeah.
days of the pandemic of just like, oh man, 2021 is going to be a big year when box office finally back, and then that got kicked to 2022, and now that's kind of getting kicked to 2023. We're still getting these ripple effects of the pandemic delaying things at the box office, and now we're finally kind of paying the price for that with these really either super jam-packed weekends of a whole bunch of stuff, which will be eventually coming. But for the time being, we've got nothing, and theaters need things like Spider-Man and Avatar coming out, and I think that'll help a little bit. But like I said, Black Adam and Halloween Ends are the next big movies coming out, and quote unquote big movies. Like I'll see Halloween Ends opening weekend for sure. Black Adam, there will always be an audience for that, but even then, those aren't the highest of profile
Hmm.
of movies, and especially with what we'll talk about later with Halloween Ends' release strategy, that might hurt the theaters too. So it was like the studios were helping the theaters to a certain extent, but now not so much, and they're leaving them out to dry. I hope, like you brought up a great point, bankruptcy is not the end, theoretically, but it's not a good sign. But it
Hmm.
can be used to rebuild. Like, you can either be destroyed by it or you can rebuild from it, and I hope Regal's able to rebuild. And it seems like a CineWorld problem more than a Regal problem, but Regal is owned by CineWorld, so I don't really know how that factors in. Maybe they partner with the newly reborn Movie Pass, because like Jason Voorhees, Movie Pass is once again back from the dead and going, "Ha! I swear I've changed this time. Trust me, guys." I'm going, heard that one before.
But have you changed is the thing. But yeah, bankruptcy isn't the end, so we'll see what happens from here on out. Hopefully they can hold on until next year, because next year's going to be absolutely smacking with bangers.